this will be one of the most decorated baseball cards that I can draw. Tonight we're working on Derek Jeter's baseball card. Let's have some fun.
Welcome, Yankees fans and friends. I am Yankees fan man. Watch me color with my pens and talk about the game plan.
But first, a word from our sponsor, me. Because I wouldn't be able to make this video without my creator, God. Let's take a moment to hear a word from God. I'm going to flip through right here from the book of Hebrews, chapter 13. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled, but whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. And second, let's do some trivia, shall we? Let's hope that we get some Yankees questions. I'm just gonna pull one out randomly. Gotta look at the red side. Okay. What second baseman had his number 20 retired by the Kansas City Royals? I'm going to skip that for now. What team did the Minnesota Twins defeat in 1991 to win the World Series? The Minnesota Twins defeated the Atlanta Braves in 1991 to win the World Series. What number did the Minnesota Twins retire in honor of Kirby Puckett? Kirby Puckett was number 37. What team did Tom Kelly coach to a World Series victory in 1991? Well, couldn't really be any easier considering they gave me the answer on the second question, so it must be the Minnesota Twins. Now back to the first question, number 20 on the Royals. Was it Alomar? Was it Roberto Alomar? I guess that's my best guess, and it's probably way off. I probably got 0 for 4. Frank White, I would have never guessed that. I did guess the Braves correct, and number 34, I was closer than I thought in the Twins, so tonight I was 2 for 4. Remember the sign in the dugout that Derek Jeter would touch before every game? The quote from Joe DiMaggio: I want to thank the good Lord for making me a Yankee. We need to bring that sign back in the clubhouse. Make a new one.
Obviously, at the same time, just trying to weigh what's available to us and if we can get our hands on it, in competition via trade or free agent dollars, into their bullpen. So, it just kill or be killed. And
Pete and Disha.
That gave us a better chance to. I'm just trying to answer the best I can. I've dealt with for years in the position of experience that I've had, where you deal with players and you respond to them, and the facts are the facts. He had to have a surgery that's going to take him down. He's not going to be ready for spring training, which therefore will put him out to start the season. He'll be on the IL. He'll start the season on the IL, and he'll be ready either in sometime in April or early May at the latest, and as long as there's no other issues that pop up in between, but which is a pressure cooker. New York, Philly, and Boston, you've heard me talk about, is radically different than elsewhere, and managing through that. I care about the work that goes behind the scenes. Like, whatever decision you're making, are you just making an informed decision? Have you spent the time and the effort with your personnel?
Something like that.
And anybody.
This is the last Derek Jeter card that I made. Look at all these accolades. He's a 5-time World Series champion, the captain, 5-time Gold Glover, 5-time Silver Slugger, 14-time All-Star, and a Hall of Famer, and a Rookie of the Year. If anyone wants one of these, cards. Comment which card you want. Be happy to ship one off in the mail to fellow Yankees fan and baseball card collector.
Ran into a Toronto club that beat us. We couldn't, they ended up scoring a ton of runs against us in the 4 games that we played them, and just couldn't keep them off the board, and end up losing a series. So, it makes it very tough. Obviously the year before we get to the World Series, a very different team in a lot of ways than we were this year. Also a very good club that I felt was capable of winning it all. If a couple things go a different way, and so those probably a little behind for the entire month of October, around different players and different things throughout the year. Like, he's 24 years old. There's a lot of guys, has tremendous makeup, tremendous toughness, and is a great person in our room, and I'm going to bet on that. That said, it hasn't happened, offensively speaking, to the level it needs to yet. Why we became more well-rounded and more versatile with his ability to do that.
Just with Jason, with Winnable, do you guys see him as a center fielder? You guys see him as where do you guys see him in your outfield?
I see him in left.
See him in left, and
Yeah.
that's where he'll play Winnable.
Yeah.
Take a few more. Chris, you have one? Joel?
Do you have an update on Garrett and his recovery process?
Yeah, Garrett's doing well. I think he starts getting off the mound a little bit lightly next week. And then I think he'll have at some point here in the next few weeks, he'll have a deload, in spring training. At some point in spring training, hopefully we'll see him on the mound starting to face live hitters and start that progression and that ramp up. But so far everything's going according to plan. I wouldn't say, no, not opening day. A lot of really good staff members and a great front office that are working our tails off to put us in the best position to take our shot every year and to take a run in October and to get to October baseball and play for it. So,
There you have it, folks. Comment which Yankees baseball player's card you'd like to see me draw next. Share this video with someone that you think may enjoy it. Like and subscribe. Go Yanks, and God bless.